Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will discuss half-range series for a function periodic with period t. If you have not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button down below and remember to share the videos and like the videos. Also, watch the videos online because in every video, I'll be giving you a link to another video which will reinforce the concept you are trying to learn. The ring is in form of a small circle up here with an eye. When you click that circle, you'll be directed to the other video. We already discussed Fourier series of function periodic with t, and we said the Fourier series for a function periodic with t is equal to a half a naught plus sum from 1 is equal to n to infinity an cos n omega t plus bn sin n omega t. Sin n omega t. And we said the Fourier coefficient in this case, they are a naught, 2 over pi, 2 over t, integrate from negative t to 2 over t over 2, function of t with respect to t, or a naught is equal to 2 over t, integrate from 0 to t, function of t with respect to t. An is equal to 2 over t, integrate from negative t to t over 2, function of t, cosine of n omega t with respect to t, or an is equal to 2 over t, integrate from 0 to t, function of t, cosine of n omega t with respect to t. And dn is equal to 2 over t, integrate from negative t over 2, positive t over 2, function of t, sine of n omega t with respect to t, or dn is equal to 2 over t, integrate from 0 to t, function of t, sine of n omega t with respect to t. So this one you have a function that is periodic with t and it is neither odd nor even. For functions periodic with 2 pi, we discuss when we have an odd function or an even function. We also discuss when we have a half-range series. And we say the half-range series is just an extension of the odd and even. In half-range series, you are given half of the range and you are told to treat that function to be either even so that it has cosine terms only, or you treat it to be odd so that it has sine terms only. And in that case, you are able to get a Fourier series with cosine terms only or a Fourier series with sine terms only. Now, I want us to start with half-range, a function that will give us cosine term series or half-range cosine series. In this case, our function f of t, remember for cosine series, you usually have the constant half a naught plus sum from n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos of n omega t. You don't have the sine terms. Our a naught for half range is 4 over t, integrate, here we say for half range, you multiply by 2, but you take half of the limit. So initially we had 2 over t, but we are integrating from negative t over 2 to positive t over 2. Here we have double of that, that is 4 over t, but we have the limit. We integrate from 0 to t over 2, function of t with respect to t. And will be the same, 4 over t, integrate from 0 to t over 2, function of t, cosine of n omega t, and integrate with respect to t. So notice that for neither, what I've just labbed here is 2 over t, and integrate from negative 2 over t over 2, positive 2 over t. Either, for example, for f of t with respect to t, is for a naught. In this case, here the limit is from negative t over 2 to positive t over 2, the entire range. But here it is half the range, from 0 to t over 2. Here it is multiplied by 2, here you are multiplying by 4. So here you are taking half the range, but multiplying by 2. That is 2 over t times 2 to give you 4 over t. So now we can do an example, having known how to get the Fourier coefficients. In Fourier series, the most important thing is to be able to get the Fourier coefficients. The moment you are able to get the Fourier coefficients through integration, everything is just the same. So this paper is October of 2015, November 2015, is electrical engineering. Is question A, find the half range Fourier cosine series, Fourier cosine series of the function of t is equal to t between 0 and 4. Between 0 and 4. Let us answer the question. This question is 10 marks. For this question, you have not been told to sketch, but let us just sketch. Okay, I usually like summarizing first. Let me summarize. I'm given a function that is equal to t for t rise between 0 and 4 and is half of the range. This is half of the range. Between 0 to 4 is only half of the range. From 0 to t over 2. So, and of course the function must be periodic to t. I'll sketch. Here I have t, we have function of t. At t is equal to 0, of course if you put 0 here, function of t is equal to t. At 0, if you put 0 here, you get 0. At say 1, if you put 1 here, you get 1. That is enough for us to sketch. Now we can sketch this function of t. This is t. So at 0, for t is equal to 0, function of t is equal, we should go up to 4. At t is equal to 4, we put 4 here. Maybe this is 1, we even don't need 1, that's just our 4. This is 4, this is 4. So we can see this is a straight line. It's a straight line passing through the origin. Let us find A naught. A naught is equal to 2 over t. Maybe before you get A naught, what is the value of t? You see 0 to 2 t over 2, because you are given half of the range. This one from 0 to here, it is 4 seconds. So because we want to make it even, or we want to get cosine series, we must make it even. Because this is negative 4. Because we want it to be even, symmetric about the y-axis. So from 0 to t over 2, this is 4, and from negative t over 2 to 0. I mean, this is 4 again. Zeta seconds or millisecond time. So we can see from negative t over 2 to positive t over 2, from here to here, from here to here, it is 8 units. So we can see t is equal to 8. Either seconds or milliseconds or whichever unit of time is being used here. Now you have t is equal to 8. A naught is equal to 4 over t, integrate from 0 to t over 2, function of t with respect to t, which is equal to 4 over 8, integrate from 0, t over 2 here is 4, and the integrating which function? Our function is t, and the integrating with respect to t. This will give us 2, not 2, but a quarter, not a quarter but a half is equal to a half. When you integrate here, you get t squared over 2. T squared over 2, which is equal to a half. Here I should have applied limit of integration. Limit is from 0 to 4. But substitute the upper limit here, it is. Now you have t, substitute with 4. 4 squared is 16. What's 4 squared is 16. 16 over 2. Lower limit is 0. If you put 0 here, everything will be equal to 0. So by 2, 1 by 2, 8. by 2, 1 by 2, 4, which means A naught is equal to 4. Let us now get the value of AN. I don't think we need this anymore. We have known the value of the period T is what we wanted. That's R. What about A naught? A naught is equal AN is equal to 4 over T, integrate from 0 to T over 2, function of T, cosine of N, omega T with respect to T, which is equal to 4 over 8, integrate from 0 to 4, function of T is T, cosine of N, omega T with respect to T. Here you have to integrate by parts, integrating by parts. And you know, integral of u dv is equal to uv minus integral of v du. Our u is equal to t. Differentiate both sides. Derivative of u with respect to t is 1, meaning du is equal to dt. dv, this one is u. This is u. This is dv. dv is equal to cos n omega t dt. V, you integrate both sides. Integral of cos n omega t with respect to t. Integral of dv is v. If you integrate cosine, you get positive sign. But we say whenever you integrate, you divide with a constant. The variable of integration is t. It means n omega is a constant. So you divide with that constant, or you multiply with 1 over the constant. Cosine function changes to sine function. N omega t. Sine n omega t. So the entire integral will be an over there. An is equal to 4 over 8 is a half. Then you need to open the bracket, because we know when integrating u dv, that is, we are integrating u dv, we get uv, u is t, v, which is sine n omega t over n omega, that is uv, minus integral of, here because we are done with the integration, there is no sign of integration here. We are ready to apply the limit from 0 to 4. Minus integral of v, which is 1 over n sine n omega t, that is v, du. Du is dt. But we said is an omega. It's good to get this constant outside the integral sign. So now you say 1 over n omega, integrate sine n omega t with respect to t. 0 from 0 to 4, and you close the bracket. Let us now finish that one off. If you finish that one off, it will be n is equal to a half t. You substitute the limit of integration later. T sine n omega t over n omega, limit from 0 to 4. Let us integrate this portion. When we are integrating sine n omega, we expect a negative cosine, but n omega is a constant. We are going to multiply with 1 over the constant. If you multiply with 1 over n omega, and there is another 1 over n omega here, you have 1 over n squared omega squared. Notice also, integrating the sine function will give you a negative cosine, which will make this sign positive. So that one will be positive cosine of n omega t. You apply limit from 0 to 4 and you close that bracket. So let us apply the limit. It is a half upper limit. Where you have upper limit, wherever you have t, put 4. So it is 4 sine, this is n omega times 4, or simply 4 n omega. Put lower limit where you have t. If you put 0 here, everything will become 0. Again, if you put 0 here, inside sine, everything becomes 0. So we don't proceed with the lower limit, we just continue for in the next part. Upper limit here, can open a new bracket. Upper limit is the cosine of 4 n omega. Because you put 4 where you have t, it is n omega times 4, which is this. Lower limit is cosine of 0. What is cosine of 0? 1. Remember, you always subtract the lower limit. So you are going to say minus 1. We know that omega is equal to 2 pi over t. Omega is equal to 2 pi over t. But you know t is equal to 8. So omega is equal to 2 pi over 8. Because you know t equal to 8. This tells us omega is equal to pi over 4. Let us now substitute omega equal to pi over 4 everywhere you have omega inside the cosine, in the sine and the cosine function. Okay, don't bother about this one for the time being. Kn is equal to 1 over 2 4 sine. You see, here if I put pi over 4, these 4 and the 4 on the denominator here will multiply out to give you n pi, and then plus 1 over n squared omega squared. When you have this omega, substitute pi over 4. It will be 4n times pi over 4, which will give you cosine of n pi minus 1, then close to this bracket. We have said quite a number of times, sin n pi is always 0. So n is equal to, open the bracket here, it is 1 over 2n squared omega squared. Here, cos of n pi minus 1. Here we are going to have two scenarios. For n is even, cos n pi is equal to positive 1. Where you have cos n pi, if you substitute with 1, it will be 1 minus 1, 0, times this, 0. An is therefore equal to 0. An is equal to 0. For n is odd, we know that cos n pi is equal to negative 1. So, where you have cos n pi equal to negative 1, it is negative 1 minus 1, negative 2. So, here is equal to 1 over 2n squared omega squared times negative 2. This one will give us an is equal to, let me write it here. I'm not sure whether this is visible. So an is equal to negative 1 over n squared omega squared. Negative 1 over n squared omega squared. For n is odd. Now we have an, we have bn, we are ready to write the whole Fourier series representation of the function. Let me remove this. Now just remind ourselves, we said initially, function of t is equal to half a naught plus sum from n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n omega t. We substitute the value of a naught and an in our series. Function of t now will be equal to a half a naught times a naught was 4, that is a half times 4 is 2 plus sum. You see, whenever you are summing, check the constant. For n, negative 1 over omega squared is a constant. You have negative 1 over omega squared is a constant. N is not a constant, it will be changing from 1 to infinity. So all even value are 0, odd value are determined by this. So we start with the first odd value, which is 1. It will be sine t, we have factored out the negative, everything will be positive. 1 over 3 squared, and this n is squared, 1 over n squared. So n for odd values, 1 over 1 squared, then 1 over 3 squared, 1 over 5 squared, plus this sine 3t plus 1 over 5 squared sine 5t plus 1 over 7 squared sine 7t. Remember, this is a series. It's a series. We will add up to infinity. That's how we do it. Oh, there is a problem here. It is n omega t plus 1 over 3 squared sine 3 omega t. I'd forgotten the omega. Plus 1 over 5 squared sine 5 omega t plus 1 over 7 squared sine 7 omega t plus sum up to infinity. That's how we find the Fourier series representation of a function. You can see over and over again we are repeating the same thing. That's why I find Fourier series are one of the simplest topics to pass, because the moment you know how to get the Fourier coefficients and you know how to integrate, and you can remember for even the Fourier coefficients are like this, for odd Fourier coefficients are like this, for neither Fourier coefficients are like this, and for function periodic with the t, the Fourier coefficients are like this. Then you'll be good to go. In this paper, okay, the question we have just done is 10 marks, which I find quite easy to get, compared to some question that will take you more time and give you less marks. So in this paper, question number 1 was Fourier series, and it was split into A and B. Question B required to integrate by parts twice, which will take quite some time. So question 1 will take a lot of time compared to the question we have just done, question 8. Question 1 is A and B Fourier series. Question 1 is A and B Fourier series, 20 marks. Question 8 is A and B. A Fourier series, which you have just done, 10 marks. B, numerical method, which is another simple topic to pass, 10 marks. That is 20. So question 8 will be easier to tackle than question 1. So if I was given this paper, I'll attach this paper to the video. If I was given this paper, I would have started with question number 3. Because that one I could have easily managed to tackle, or at least either question number 3 or question number 4. But I can start with question number 3, question number 4, and then I go question number 2. Those one will take much less time. And then I got question number 8. Then finally, I got question number 1, which will take much more time to do the integration. So try to start where it is easiest to get the mark. First of all, fight for the pass mark and then start trying to get the credit. Because I believe in this paper, the lowest grade we should be talking about is a credit. Now let us, in the next video, we'll do a half-rate science series. Remember to watch the videos online and also share and subscribe, because I want this channel to reach as many students as possible, especially now that we are at home and because of the COVID-19 pandemic. That's why I decided to start this channel, because I thought you are there at home, you can see what we are doing here. When if you are sent the note and you are told, go and read this note, it will take a bit of time for you to understand. But I believe with the videos that I've created for you, it will take you much shorter time for you to get the topic. In fact, you can master this topic in 1 week or 2 weeks. You just have to create some time. Just have to create some time, maybe busy back there at home, but you need to create some time. Maybe a whole Saturday you say, I watch these videos, or a whole Friday I will say, I watch these videos. But remember to watch the videos online. It will help if you watch the videos online. Downloading the video will not benefit the channel. The channel will be benefited if you watch the videos online. So create some time, watch the videos online, and talk to your guardian, get enough bundles, and you master this topic. By the time the schools we are resuming the school calendar, you'll be ready. Remember, we can never be sure when you'll be required to do the exam. The government might decide to open the school and you may not have enough time to catch up. So keep yourself busy at home. We are providing the resources so that you can prepare for the exam even before the schools resume.